In Iraq, we get caught in the middle between Iran, Russia influence and the U.S. influence. So our policies is really mixed of, we are with the Ukrainian people, with their freedom and fighting the Putin and Russia. At the same time, government-wise, you have to be careful. You don't go against the Iranian and against the Russian and Chinese. So publicly, Iraqi people support the Ukrainian. The government is kind of taking in the middle. We understand the struggle of the Ukrainian. We also publicly, we are not condemning the Russian for their invasion to Ukraine or in that war. How it affects Iraq? Iraq was before in the center. When the Ukraine things come, Iraq get no attention anymore. But also it's affecting Iraqi economy, affecting Iraqi situation within the Western countries. So in general, I think Iraq get affected big time, especially on the civic part of it, because a lot of the European and American fund went to Ukraine instead of Iraq. So we are affecting big time. And look, globally we are in a hard situation, because now the United States try to force their will on the world. So everybody's struggling from Europe to Iraq what we monitor is really how can we get back on the track for peace, how we get back on the track for doing what we used to do, international consultation. We watch what they was doing in Europe. We watch the European Union. We watch the Chinese and the Iranian in one side. So it's all kind of connected. And watching how do we protect our countries from the struggle between these two powers. Now in Iraq, the neighbors, we have so many issues. We have with the Turks the water resources, because our water mostly from Turkey. And in Syria, the new government we are not comfortable with yet. So to watch these two things, and then also the relation, the U.S. with the Iranian, because it all affect in the Iraqi inside. So we are paying attention to our neighbors, which is the priority, and then second, what's the policy between Iran and American, because that is really what affect our country. Is there is a peace between Iran and America, or it is the war on our step door. Geographically, we have a border of 1,000 kilometers with Iran. Historical, we have a lot of in-country relation. Politically, we don't want the influence or the Iranian policies on Iraq, but culturally and security, economy, and somehow we have to coordinate with them or we work something with them. But that's affect our relation with the U.S. So we try to balance the relation with two countries. In one hand, the Iranians still on sanction. On the other hand, we have to deal with electricity, with gas, with border security with the Iranian. So we are in a hard situation, to balance these policies. As Iraqi, we know the Iranian basically having the side of the Russia and Ukraine. So that's affect us because we understand the struggle of the Ukrainians as a citizen. Also, we want to help the Ukrainians. So government-wise, I think there is a pressure from the Iranian to stop that kind of humanitarian, at least, help for the Ukrainian. We try to manage it. We try to be in the middle because we know healthy Ukrainian is good for Iraq.